Where's my fucking Xanax?
Donnie Castro, as I live and breathe. Can you hear me okay? Excellent, excellent. How is my favorite Italian, Cuban, sycophant, performer, and purveyor of venereal diseases? I said, how are you doing, Donnie? Well, because I'm your agent and I'm also a Hollywood legend. I got you a job offer. What is it? Basically, it's a film called GameStop, How to Steal Billions Using Reddit. Netflix are producing and distributing, and you'll star opposite the TikTok generation's answer to James Dean, the one and only Noah Centineo. Yeah, I thought you'd like that. You two are very similar, beautiful faces and very little acting ability. Anyway, you'll play a hedge fund manager at Melvin Capital who is about to lose his job and his company billions in dollars, all because of his crafty Reddit-reading, market-monitoring son, Mr. Noah. Who the hell is he sleeping with at Netflix, Centineo? I think you'd grounded him for a week or something. It's great. It's very good. It's like The Big Short, but with Dixie D'Amelio. Listen, I gotta go. I've gotta call my other talentless cash cow. I've got a Zoom meeting with James Wright. You met him at my summer barbecue. British actor, facially impaired. He's been in some ice cream commercials. A bit of a snob, bit of a schmuck. I don't blame you. He's very forgettable. Okay. Bye, Donnie. Bye.
Where's my fucking Xanax?
I said certified freak. 7 days a week. Wet ass pussy. Make that pull-out game weak. There he is. The golden boy.
Hi, Chet.
James. Pleasure to see you. Thank fuck for COVID, otherwise I would have been getting migraines from your breath for weeks.
Oh, sorry, Chet, you're breaking up. I didn't quite hear that. What did you say?
I said, have I ever told you you have a wonderful smile?
No, funny enough, you've never said that to me.
You're like a crook-toothed Julia Roberts.
I feel like that's more of an insult.
Never. Anyway, how are you keeping?
Oh, it's quiet. I'm fine.
It's the blandness of sentences like that make me forget you are an actor.
I feel like you're being especially mean today, Chet.
Maybe it's being cooped up with Marjorie's cooking. It's made me grouchy.
Well, you keeping well? Healthy and everything?
Oh, I got this hacking cough, hot temperature, and I can't taste or smell, but other than that, pretty good.
I can't tell if you're joking.
I don't want to talk about COVID, or elections, or systematic racism in our public institutions, or the fact that our country is literally on fire. I want to talk about the important things, like movies.
I mean, I feel like those topics are a hell of a lot more
Yeah. First things first, I got this script here for you. It's a beautiful, poignant part. It's a period piece. It's a leading role.
Sounds great.
Amazing, brilliant, wonderful. It's a part for the ages.
What's the role?
You'll actually play two roles. On the one hand, you'll play a persecuted Jewish barber living in a ghetto in World War II. And on the other, you'll play a ruthless dictator intent on world domination. His name is Adenoid Hinkle. You see what they did there?
This all sounds quite familiar.
You may have heard of the original.
It's a remake.
Yes. The Great Dictator.
The Chaplin film.
Yes.
Why are they remaking it?
Some guy in some studio lot thought it'd be a good idea to remake a film that skewers 1930s European fascism and government-sanctioned anti-Semitism. This chump thought, hey, that's relevant to the modern day, but let's put it in 3D.
Oh, 3D?
3 dimensions, baby. They have that in England.
Why would anyone think that this is a good idea?
Topical. Sort of. And it's satirical and funny, and in 3D, what's not to love?
It's a cash grab. What need is there for it?
It's important, okay? And it will make a hell of a lot of money. And it's a great part for you. And you'll make a hell of a lot of money.
It feels like sacrilege.
I don't know what the hell that word means, but if it's any form of blasphemy, Jesus fucking Christ, I will not be happy.
I'm not sure, Chet.
Sleep on it, okay? But it will be an important step in your career. They got some high echelon upper class people attached to it. Good way to make a name for yourself. Take one for the team.
I'll think about it.
While I got you here, I got another script to run by you. Hot off the press, came in this morning, a pilot, penned by a new, exciting writer.
TV? Interesting. What's it about?
It's about a curmudgeonly yet lovable Hollywood agent. It's all about their trials and tribulations running a top agency in the City of Angels. The pretentious clients, the rage fits, the mass orgies. Standard stuff.
I feel like this is about you.
It's not. It's called Not Yet Dead. HBO, Netflix, Amazon are all interested. Now, I can get you an audition for the lead role, but I'm not going to lie to you. You might be a little too ugly for the role.
Did you write a TV pilot?
No, James, okay? I'm just helping out a young up-and-coming writer friend. Is that all right with you?
What's their name?
Whose name?
This up-and-coming writer.
Hey, Poirot, can you can it with the questions?
I'm just saying, if I'm going to be auditioning for a lead role,
Optimistic at this point.
then I would like to know who the writer is.
Their name is Penn McZoom.
Penn McZoom.
It's a family name.
Sounds like a made-up name.
Listen, James Wright. Not all of us are blessed by our parents by being given the most boring name ever created, okay? How about you? 1, shut the fuck up. 2, wipe your dumb, stupid, smug smile off your face. You look like a pig. 3, shut the fuck up. And 4, try. Try really hard this time not to be a fucking smarmy shit. I fucking hate Zoom.
I think I got the idea of what you were trying to say.
I'm going to send you the pilot. Any feedback would be appreciated.
Do you have an email for Penn McZoom?
Yeah. Let me find it for you. It's, go fuck yourself at hotmail.com.
Ooh, Hotmail. Don't see that much these days.
Well, isn't someone feeling brave today? I don't recall this bravery when you broke down crying in my office last month.
My grandmother died.
Yeah, and you're a fucking mopey bitch about it too. 2 things to take away. Number 1, The Great Dictator 3D. And number 2, Not Yet Dead.
Penn McZoom's magnum opus.
Great Dictator 3D and Not Yet Dead. Read them and get back to me. Understood?
Understood.
Good. Now fuck off.
Where's my fucking Xanax?
Donnie, I've already told you. Not Yet Dead is like if Game of Thrones was set in a Los Angeles talent agency with more sex and violence. Would you give me a second, Julia? I'm just wrapping this up. It's a great part. You're perfect for it. Almost too perfect for it. Think about it, okay? Beautiful stuff. Bye, Donnie. How you doing, Julia?
I'm doing fine.
Fine. Jesus fucking Christ, call yourself a writer.
Sorry, what I mean to say is that I'm performing on an extremely mediocre level that is barely satisfying my desire to achieve anything and reinforcing my deep-rooted belief that life is pointless, dreams futile, and lonely death inevitable.
See, what worries me is that that's you trying. And it's still not very good.
What would you like from me, Chet?
Many, many things, Julia, many, many things. But first, I want to talk to you about moneymakers.
What the hell is Moneymakers?
It's Bart Biller and Scott Stiller's new cable drama on AMC, Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern.
An advert for it.
What the fuck is an advert? No, they're called commercials. This isn't the Earl of Salisbury's Tea Party. This is the land of the free.
And home to the brave.
I've got you a job on Moneymakers.
I don't want to work on Moneymakers.
Huff titty, you have an interview on Monday.
You've already arranged an interview without asking me first.
Ding, ding, ding. You've guessed correctly. Let's see what you won from today's prize pool. Oh, would you look at that? It's a Toyota Prius and a lifetime of mediocrity.
You're setting me up for a lifetime of mediocrity.
And a Prius. And a job. Last time I checked, that's a bit of a plus, making a living and whatnot. Might save you from dying of hypothermia or starvation.
I don't want to work at Moneymakers.
You haven't even heard what it's about.
What's it about?
Imagine Mad Men, but double the misogyny and half the smarts. Kind of like Entourage, except dumber.
And why would I want to write for that show?
Because they gotta have a female writer in case they want to do a female storyline.
In case.
What's the problem?
I want to pass on that.
Julia, I'm not being funny, but you have so few options right now. It is actually depressing being your agent. Do you know how hard it is to find you work? Being your agent is like being a drug dealer in Salt Lake City.
Get me something else.
I can't. If I could, I would. You are so unpopular that I physically can't, and so I come to you now with the chance to be a staff writer on a cable drama, and you shove it in my face like it's some Amdram Zoom play.
What else do you have?
This is not the last you will hear of this. What else? What else? Oh, I've got a Ben and Jerry's commercial here. Quick money.
What do I have to do?
Write a script for the commercial. Something young, something cool, something modern.
How much do I have to write?
One line.
One line?
Yeah.
So it really is easy money then?
They want a few options, but yeah, it's child's play.
What was the company again?
Ben and Jerry's. What?
I'm not sure how I feel about contributing to the growing rate of childhood obesity in this country.
Trust me, Julia, nothing you ever write will contribute anything to this country.
Sometimes I forget that you are my agent, the person who's supposed to be bigging me up, making me feel good about myself.
My USP is grinding down my clients' self-worth to the point at which they either have a depressingly honest worldview or so that they can only ever be surprised and never disappointed.
Sounds like there's some unaddressed issues with your own psychology there.
No, you don't.
No, you don't what?
I am not being psychoanalyzed by the most pretentious, self-righteous woman in this town again.
Again?
My electroconvulsive treatment with Gwyneth Paltrow was not fun. So it's a yes for Ben and Jerry's.
How much does it pay?
Let me send you on the chat feature.
Just one line.
Just one line.
Fine, I'll do it.
Now we're getting somewhere. While we're here, I have another favor to ask you.
What kind of favor?
Very simple, very simple. I have this script from a new writer that I'm looking to get off the ground. I want some feedback about it from you.
Do you think I'm the person to do that?
No, but you're the only person I have to do that.
A writer?
Oh, no, unemployed.
What's the script about?
It's about a lovable, charming, good-natured, but oftentimes grumpy Hollywood agent and their trials and tribulations that come with the job.
the projects, the cocaine-fueled award ceremonies, the secret lizard coven of studio heads.
It's about you, isn't it?
No. It's about Hunter McAllister. There may be some similarities. Mid-40s, elegant, street smart, flawed.
Are they also delusional?
Oh, ha ha. It's a shame you aren't an actor because the part of a lazy, smug, smartass would be perfect for you.
Who's playing you? Sorry, I mean, who's playing Hunter McAllister?
We haven't cast it yet, but I've spoken to a few A-listers who are very interested.
I bet they are.
Julia, I had a meeting just last week with a very up-and-coming English actor who was very interested in the part.
What's their name?
James Wright.
Never heard of him.
He was in a Ben & Jerry's commercial a few months back. Okay. Do you want me to reward you for your ignorance? Will you read the script, please? I need some feedback. The second act feels a bit slow. Let's call this a professional favor.
I'll take a look and get back to you. Anything else you wanted to tell me?
Just those three things. 1, moneymakers.
Big fat nope?
Ben & Jerry's.
Potentially.
And 3, not yet dead.
What's not yet dead?
The name of the pilot.
It's not a great name.
Well, I'm sure the person who came up with it spent a long time thinking about it. Show some respect, okay?
Will do, Chet.
Feedback and pronto. I've got important meetings lined up for it.
Of course, Chet. I'll see you soon.
Always a pleasure, Julia. Always a motherfucking pleasure.
Where's my fucking Xanax?
Bruno, how are you doing?
Chet, I am on one of the biggest come downs I've ever had. So it's just another standard Tuesday. Now, you know that I love you, but even I have to admit that this call is on a very, very long list of things I do not want to be doing today.
Won't take more than 5-10 minutes, I promise.
Hey, that's what you said last time.
How's the show going?
Same as always. We do have Bill and Hillary Clinton on tonight.
Oh, wow. What are you going to talk to them about?
I'm planning on keeping it classy, so I'm asking which one is the sub and which one is the dom.
Hillary is definitely the dom.
Oh, 100%. Bill wishes he was a dom, but he just is not.
I get switch vibes from him.
And then we're gonna show them pictures of world leaders and ask them to guess the shape, length, and girth of their penises.
Sounds like a good use of their time.
Like I said, I wanted to keep it classy. Anyway, Chet, how have you been? God, it's been such a long time since I've last seen you. Not since Ellen's B-Day party in Jan.
Of course. What a fun night.
Oh, God, I remember chatting to George W. Bush about, I don't know, the best way to extract information from someone using waterboarding. And they're like, over my shoulder, and I see her sock you straight in the eye. Oh, it was so funny.
What can I say? I thought we didn't have to bring gifts. My eye still just starts bleeding occasionally.
Oh, that is hilarious. No, Ellen loves her gifts. She is just the funniest on talk show group chat. Let me tell you, the things she says about you.
Talk show group chat?
For all us hosts. Conan, Colbert, Kimmel. A lot of men, actually. You should see the messages, though. They are just criminal.
Jimmy Fallon on it?
Yeah, he is, but he just sends crying, laughing emojis. Yeah, I tend to have it on mute most of the time, but I do check in from time to time. I do love squirming as Gordon tries just so hard to fit in with us yanks. Chet. What did you want to talk about?
Well, Bruno, I have this script,
Right, okay.
and I need some financial backing, and I was hoping.
Sorry, Chet. I'm gonna have to stop you right there. No. You tell Harry Styles I'll take no part in his brilliant and brave rebranding of both traditional gender norms and personal image. He either sings best song ever, or if he can fuck right back to Buckingham Palace. His choice. Sorry about that, Chet. Do go on.
I have this TV pilot. It's brilliant, it's fresh, it's smart, it's funny.
Sex?
I'm sorry?
Is there sex in it?
Oh, yes, lots and lots.
Ooh, color me interested then.
It's about a Hollywood agent called Hunter McAllister. She's tough, she's mean, she's lovable, elegant, beautiful.
You know, I've often said that this industry does not make enough shows about edgy anti-heroes.
It's an untapped market.
So who's written it?
Penn McZoom?
You know, I think I've heard of him, actually. Did he win an audience award at Sundance a few years back?
I think so. He's very up and coming.
Or did I meet him at Chris Pratt's Republican fundraiser?
He's not super social.
Ooh, mysterious quiet writer. Oh, I'm picturing him wrapped up in a log cabin in Vermont, tapping away on an old-fashioned typewriter, all the while sustaining himself exclusively on deer meat and mint leaves.
You know, I think you might be pretty accurate in that description.
Oh, I'm very good at getting a vibe from people. It's a talent that I have. So, you have this script. What do you need me for?
We've got interests from HBO, Netflix, Amazon. But here's the thing. I need some financial backing.
Hoping to jump on the moon piggy bank, are we? Well, Chet, as you well know, this anchor doesn't just let anyone pop their fingers inside. What's in it for me?
Naturally, you get a producer credit.
Executive producer?
I was thinking just producer.
Executive producer?
Consulting?
Executive?
Associate,
Executive.
naturally. Executive producer Bruno Moon.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And you'd, of course, get a big slice of the pie when someone buys the show, as well as royalties, image rights, merchandising.
Oh, you think this is the potential to be merchandise?
Oh, yes, very much so. I've already got some design concepts for the Hunter toy.
Ooh, the toy market, now that could be big.
Yeah, you know, you could pull a string and you get various lines from the show, like, kill yourself, you worthless collection of atoms, or I need a fucking Xanax, or no, I'm not gonna lick you, asshole, that wasn't in the ad. Things like that.
This show sounds great. Send me that script.
I think the writer is just doing a bit of fine tuning, but I'll get it to you by the start of the week.
Wonderful. I do have a few concerns, a few trepidations about the show, though.
Well, that's why I'm here. How can I ease those trepidations?
Well, Chet, I'm gonna be completely honest with you here. Television just is not as profitable as film. Is there any chance we could blow this baby up to the big screen?
I think it would work best on television. You know, character development, easing plot lines in naturally.
Sure. The thing is, though, right, that sounds a lot like real life. People don't want to watch real life on their televisions. That's why no one watches the news anymore.
It's got that element of realism, but mixed in with the spectacular, the indulgent, the excess. It's the wilderness on the surface, but ultimately deep-rooted in truth. A contemporary Gatsby.
And look, I love The Good Gatsby as much as anyone else, but last time I checked, that didn't sell tickets or toys or even themed fleshlights.
I think it will franchise well, and there's definitely room in the future for greater expansion, spin-offs, movies, theme park rides.
Now you're telling me a good story. I can see that. TV show to spin-offs to cinematic universe to 90-foot death traps. Oh, no, that is art.
So you'll finance it.
You've convinced me, Chet. Convinced me the same way that Mel Gibson convinced me that... You know what? I think I'll just save that for another time.
Amazing. Penn will be overjoyed.
Great. There is one little itty-bitty condition from me, though. I need you to have a meeting with a certain someone. I'd like their green light on this.
Which someone?
G. Reed.
You want me to talk to them?
Oh, we're stepping on their turf. I just want to make sure we won't have any problems going forward.
I'm not sure I know how to get in touch with them.
Oh, I'll set something up for you. Don't look so concerned. I hear they love fresh blood.
Where's my fucking Xanax?
Chet,
Miss Reed! Hi, how are you doing?
Let's skip the small talk and niceties, shall we? I have people to meet and chat with, and I hear that you're writing a television show.
Well, yes, I
apologize. Penn McZoom, was it? Who are they, your protege? Let's not play these games. You would rather keep your anonymity, that's fair. I will ask you, though, just to subdue my own second-hand embarrassment, for you to change that ridiculous pseudonym.
Of course. I'll come up with some better names.
Good. Now, I read your pilot.
What did you think?
It needs some work. I thought you were getting that Julie Smith girl to give you feedback. Make it a bit meatier.
She gave some suggestions. Some of them I didn't think were relevant.
You didn't think that they were relevant.
That's right.
And who are you, a middle-aged parasite who profits off of others' people's talents, a good judge of what is relevant?
I thought...
But you thought wrong. The second act is lumpy. Your protagonist is so bizarre that the audience fails to adequately empathize with them. And your Act 3 set piece fails to reach its true potential. Trim the fat and sustain the pace of your, admittedly, excellent opening. Then come back to me.
So you like the idea?
Another piece of entertainment about the type of people who make said type of entertainment? The originality, the bravado.
I've been told I need your permission, a green light, to continue shopping the pilot.
That is correct.
Do I have it?
Do you know that we've already met?
I think so.
There's no need to lie.
I wasn't aware. No.
Jerry Bruckheimer's Christmas party in 2004. Do you remember it?
No.
I didn't think so. You were drunk and high, on the verge of a blackout. You had just made a big score. In the same quarter, 3 of your clients had booked jobs in various big blockbusters, and another was in line for an Academy Award nomination. 15% never looked so good, now did it?
I was celebrating. It was going to be a good year.
You stumbled your way up to me and asked me what my name was. I responded with, "That's none of your business." You proceeded to desperately call Samuel L. Jackson, who you had conversed with sporadically throughout the evening, to aid you in your attempt to, how did you put it? Right. Make sure that I never chatted that motherfucking donkey bullshit to the most powerful person in Hollywood ever again. I doubt you remember the look on Samuel's face when he realized who you were talking to. But I did. Found you later, head in the toilet bowl, crying. I pitied you.
Hardly my finest hour.
You could say that again. So, I didn't like your arrogance, your attitude. It was so unfortunate when those projects' fundings fell through, and that drink driving charge that got leaked, which ended your client's Academy Award dreams. But I think you always knew that wasn't just bad luck.
It was sobering.
We make products, Chet. We package them and sell them with stunning bone structure and 50 kilowatt smiles. We have that in common, you and I. The difference between you and me is that you lack self-control. You are selfish, mean, nasty. You are rough and cut. The difference between me and you is that I never make mistakes. I never forget a name or a face.
I am very sorry that I offended you.
There's no need to lie. Your narcissism and lack of empathy is famous. Any apology you attempt to make will be considered disingenuous.
Is there anything I can do? I think that this show could be really good, very profitable. I would love to see it made. What can I do to make it up to you?
Remarkable. So cowardly. So meek. I remember watching you scuttle your way into this town. Your Uncle Barry had a solid connection with some execs up at Sony. Your hard work, dedication, and ruthlessness has a very impressive career has been carved, despite its challenges. You should be proud of that.
I am very proud of my career. But I know that this idea is good, actually good. And I see hundreds of ideas come out of rooms like this, which are barely half of what this could be. It's smart. It's marketable. It's chock-a-fucking-block full of potential. I believe in it. And I'm asking you to sign off on it. I'm begging you.
Before I can, I need you to do some things for me. Your client, the young Englishman, James Wright, I want him on The Great Dictator 3D. Sweeten him, cajole him, threaten him. I don't care how it's done. Just make sure that it is.
Okay. Can I ask why?
I'm sure you could. It is, however, above your pay grade and your knowings. If you do hear it, it won't be from me.
Okay. I can do that.
I also want Julia Smith to take the staff writing job on Moneymakers. I need her to prove something for me. This is my little experiment as to her ability on a slightly different stage.
That one might be harder to convince.
The Great Dictator 3D and Moneymakers. Do I make myself clear?
And then you'll greenlight the project?
Let's just say that I'll look favorably upon your next draft. Maybe I'll get you a big star for it. Bradley Cooper owes me a favor or two.
I'll try my very hardest. If that's everything, I guess I'll leave you to it.
Oh, and Chet.
Yes.
From what I've seen, heard of Mr. Wright, he spends an inordinate amount of time preoccupied with pretenses of artistic glory. Meanwhile, Miss Smith pertains a revolutionary fervor that could threaten, well, the order of our industry if she so chooses to weaponize it. Keep an eye on those two now. We wouldn't want any dissenters, would we?
Of course not, Ms. Reed. I'll watch them closely, make sure they do as they're told.
Good, good. Now, I don't want to be teaching you another lesson, Chet. If you'll excuse me, I have a meeting with the president-elect. Wasn't the establishment just wonderful?
Thank you very much for your help.
Are you God-fearing, Chet?
No?
You should be.
What the fuck was that?
Where's my fucking Xanax?